Welcome back to another episode of Tech Legends. Today we're diving into the life of a man who forever changed technology, Steve Jobs.
Absolutely. When we think of Steve Jobs, we often remember the iPhone, the Mac, and the way he revolutionized Apple. But there's so much more to his story.
Right, and what's fascinating is how we often overlook the mistakes and challenges he faced. Jobs didn't start as the perfect leader.
Exactly. He was brilliant, but also quite stubborn and demanding. He pushed his team for perfection, even when they were clearly exhausted.
And that drive for perfection led to some major setbacks. Remember when the Apple III overheated? It was a disaster.
And let's not forget the first Macintosh. It looked stunning, but hardly anyone bought it. That's a hard lesson in the tech world.
Totally. Jobs had these grand visions, but he often clashed with executives and ignored budgets. And then came the moment no one saw coming. He was fired from Apple.
Imagine walking into your own company and being told you're no longer welcome. That's got to be devastating.
Jobs later said he felt like he had let everyone down. It must have been a tough time for him.
But here's the twist. Instead of giving up, he refocused his ambition. He started a new company called Next.
And yet again, he faced challenges. Next had amazing technology, but struggled with sales. Another setback.
And what's more, he bought Pixar, which lost money for years. People began to think that maybe Jobs had lost his magic touch.
But then everything changed with Toy Story. It was a massive hit, and suddenly he was back in the game.
Yes, Jobs became known as the guy who backed the future of animation. And guess what? Apple ended up buying Next.
In a twist of fate, the company brought back the man they once fired. Jobs returned, not as the young visionary, but as the leader Apple desperately needed.
And then came the big comeback. The iMac, the iPod, and the iPhone. The world was changing, and he was at the helm.
It's incredible how the man they threw out of Apple became the one who saved it. So what's the takeaway here?
A lesson is clear. Failure isn't the opposite of success. Sometimes it's just the road we take to get there.
Absolutely. And that's a powerful reminder for all of us. Thanks for tuning in to Tech Legends. Until next time.